Fantastic Four First Steps is set to unlock new dimensions, epic crossovers, and high-stakes battles that will alter the MCU's trajectory. Today on CBR, we'll dive into it. Let's get started. The MCU has entered the cosmic and multiversal era, where alternate dimensions, timelines, and universes are the new playground. With films like Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, Spider-Man No Way Home, and Loki already dipping their toes into the infinite, the Fantastic Four are perfectly positioned to be the ultimate bridge between the earthbound heroes we know and the vast, mind-blowing cosmic realms that are just beginning to unfold. The Fantastic Four's origin is straight-up spacefaring, with cosmic radiation transforming them into the powerhouse team we know and love. This opens the door for integrating them seamlessly into the MCU's rapidly expanding cosmic side. This will be crucial for the huge conflicts on the horizon. Think about it. Galactus, a world-devouring force of nature. The Silver Surfer, a cosmic wanderer with deep existential questions. And the Watchers, cosmic beings who oversee everything. All these characters have the potential to not only elevate the MCU, but to bring new layers to its mythology. A successful Fantastic Four film would be the perfect gateway to unleash these cosmic threats, expanding the multiverse narrative. Galactus would be the ultimate universal threat, requiring a massive team-up of MCU heroes, the cosmic ones, and maybe even the Avengers, to take him down. Meanwhile, the Silver Surfer, who used to serve Galactus, could bring intense, philosophical cosmic adventure to the table, pushing the MCU into some deep, thought-provoking territory. The Fantastic Four's connections don't stop there. They've crossed paths with the X-Men and the Avengers multiple times in the comics, and with the X-Men coming to the MCU, the Fantastic Four could act as the perfect bridge to unite these two legendary teams. Without them, the MCU risks losing a natural way to integrate cosmic and earthbound storylines, leaving its multiverse saga feeling fractured and confusing. This could seriously slow down the MCU's growth and its exploration of the mind-bending complexities ahead. Fantastic Four is the key to unlocking that next big chapter. The Fantastic Four aren't just a team. They're a game changer for the MCU, bringing an all-star cast of superpowered individuals and villains that will crank up the stakes, especially as the MCU gears up for its next big saga. With Avengers-level threats, each member of the Fantastic Four has a unique power that sets them apart from any heroes we've seen so far in the MCU. Reed Richards, one of the most brilliant minds in the entire Marvel Universe, is a scientific genius whose intellect allows him to unravel the mysteries of the universe. His stretchy powers are more than just a quirky combat trick. Imagine the tactical advantages he could bring to the table in epic battles. His brilliance could lead to groundbreaking tech, time travel shenanigans, or even opening interdimensional portals that could ripple through the entire MCU, pushing it into exciting new directions. Sue Storm's powers to turn invisible and create force fields make her a formidable fighter on both offense and defense. Her shields could be the key to saving Earth from multiversal threats like Galactus. Imagine her protecting the planet from cosmic-level devastation or defending against time-traveling villains. Her powers are a perfect balance of strategy and strength, and a must-have for any future Avengers-style throwdowns. Johnny Storm's fire-based powers bring a fiery burst of energy and charisma to the team. He's not just a walking flamethrower. His powers reflect the youthful, adventurous spirit of the Fantastic Four. Johnny adds a dynamic energy to the MCU that could inject some much-needed levity and excitement, especially alongside more brooding heroes. Plus, who doesn't want to see him zooming through the sky on fire, throwing fireballs like a true hero? Ben Grimm's transformation into the Mighty Thing is filled with emotional depth. His struggle with identity and self-acceptance adds real heart to the team, making him more than just a big, punchy rock monster. His journey speaks to the themes of resilience, and his battles with his own humanity would resonate deeply with the MCU's ever-evolving roster of characters. Ben adds the perfect mix of heart and muscle, making him one of the most compelling heroes in Marvel. The Fantastic Four aren't just about the heroes. They come with a killer lineup of villains who could shake the MCU to its core. Leading the charge is Doctor Doom, one of the most complex and dangerous foes in Marvel lore. A master of both technology and magic. Doom isn't just a villain, he's a political mastermind and philosophical force whose quest for power could have massive repercussions across the multiverse. A villain of his caliber could rival Thanos or Kang the Conqueror, bringing an entirely new level of complexity to the MCU. Failing to integrate these iconic heroes and villains into the MCU would be a huge missed opportunity. Without Doctor Doom, the MCU risks recycling the same old threats, leaving fans feeling like they've seen it all before. The Fantastic Four are the key to injecting fresh, powerful characters and villains into the MCU, pushing it into new and exciting directions and ensuring it doesn't stagnate in the next big phase. Well, teams like the Avengers and the X-Men are built around assembling the most powerful individuals. The Fantastic Four are bound by something deeper: family. Love, loyalty, and the unbreakable bonds of kinship are at the heart of their dynamic, making them superheroes, yes, but also relatable humans at their core. This sets them apart from other iconic teams in the MCU whose dynamics often revolve around individuals with distinct motivations, complex personalities, and sometimes major internal drama. Take the Avengers, for example. They're the ultimate team-up of superstars, with each member bringing their own motivations, struggles, and unique personalities. They clash, they argue, but they ultimately work together because the fate of the world, or multiverse, is on the line. The Guardians of the Galaxy are another team of misfits, but their dynamic is more about chaotic humor, hilarious bickering, and forming friendships while saving the galaxy. It's fun, it's wild, but it's also more about finding a family in the chaos. Then you've got the X-Men, another group of heroes with a shared cause, but their internal battles are often framed by societal struggles, discrimination, and deep personal issues. While the X-Men might fight together for equality and survival, their team dynamic frequently shows division and internal conflict. Fantastic Four, on the other hand, operates from a place of love and unbreakable loyalty. They're not just a team, they're a family. This makes them unique. Reed and Sue's bond is solid as a rock. Their relationship isn't just about partnership, it's about unconditional love and trust that helps hold the team together through thick and thin. There's no ideological divide between their members. Sure, they all have their personal struggles, Johnny's impulsiveness and Ben's struggles with his identity, but those are about personal growth, not team conflict. This family dynamic makes them less likely to implode under pressure, giving the MCU a refreshing, optimistic change of pace from other teams. With their deep ties to some of Marvel's most legendary cosmic villains, the Fantastic Four are primed to open up entirely new narrative possibilities in the MCU. We're talking about Galactus, Doctor Doom, and the Skrulls. These guys aren't just small-time bad guys. They're multiversal level threats. The introduction of the Fantastic Four will allow the MCU to explore these characters in ways they never could before. Galactus, a godlike, world-devouring force of nature? Imagine that cosmic beast threatening to tear apart the multiverse. That is the type of story that could define the next major phase of the MCU. And don't even get me started on Doctor Doom. He's not just a tech mastermind, he's a master of magic, and a multi-dimensional villain who could take the MCU in some mind-blowing directions. What's even cooler is that the Fantastic Four's origin story, spanning cosmic radiation, space travel, and dimension-bending technology, opens the door for new, spacefaring adventures that the MCU has barely scratched the surface of. Imagine the team encountering alien species, dealing with advanced technologies from far-off galaxies, or exploring entirely new dimensions. the scope of their storytelling potential is limitless. Introducing Fantastic Four isn't just about adding a new superhero team to the roster, it's about unlocking whole new avenues for storytelling that could diversify the MCU in ways we can't even predict yet. Their presence will push the MCU's cosmic narrative to new heights, ensuring that fans are treated to some of the most imaginative, otherworldly adventures yet. Kevin Feige, the mastermind behind the MCU, has been very clear about the Fantastic Four's massive importance to the future of the franchise. According to Feige, the Fantastic Four are set to become a big pillar of the MCU going forward, which means they won't just be a cool team-up, but a central driving force in the shaping of the entire Marvel Universe. And if you've been paying attention to all the multiverse madness, you know how critical this is. Fantastic Four's involvement is expected to play a huge role in major upcoming events like Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars. How Fantastic Four First Steps fares at the box office and with fans will set the tone for how the team is incorporated into the MCU's ongoing epic saga. Their successful integration could lay the groundwork for future crossovers. Imagine an epic Avengers Fantastic Four X-Men crossover that has us nerds losing our minds. That's the potential of getting the Fantastic Four right. But if the movie falters, it could be a serious misstep for the MCU, leaving a massive gap in its narrative. This could make it harder to move forward with larger story arcs that have been years in the making. The Fantastic Four aren't just another team. They are the key to connecting everything and expanding the multiverse in ways we haven't even begun to imagine. We all know the Fantastic Four franchise has had its fair share of hiccups in the past. Looking at you, 2015 reboot. That film, with its muddled tone and lackluster execution, was a disappointment for fans and critics alike, failing to live up to the excitement of seeing these iconic characters on the big screen. The failure of Fantastic Four First Steps wouldn't just be a letdown for fans, it would seriously shake the MCU's credibility in bringing in legacy Marvel properties, especially those as beloved as the Fantastic Four. The MCU has built a reputation for seamlessly weaving in new characters and fresh storylines. A failure here could have a domino effect on other Marvel properties, particularly the X-Men, who are also set to join the MCU soon. Both teams play key roles in the cosmic and multiversal sagas that are the MCU's bread and butter. If the Fantastic Four are left in the dust, the MCU could struggle to introduce the X-Men in a meaningful way. That's a huge problem, especially as we gear up for the even more ambitious phases ahead. Without the Fantastic Four as a strong foundation, the MCU might lose its direction, and the multiverse saga could end up feeling disjointed, or worse, stagnant. The success of Fantastic Four First Steps isn't just about delivering the long-awaited dream team of Marvel's fans' hearts. It's about securing the next phase of the MCU's cosmic domination and future-proofing its dominance in the cinematic multiverse. With their iconic powers, rich emotional arcs, and deep comic book history, the Fantastic Four are poised to expand the MCU's intergalactic and multiversal playground, introducing jaw-dropping new characters and villains that could shift the balance of power across the entire franchise. If this movie bombs, though, it's not just a missed opportunity. It could throw a wrench in the entire MCU machine, hindering its ability to innovate, evolve, and stay on top in a rapidly shifting film landscape. The fate of the MCU might literally hinge on the success of Fantastic Four First Steps. It's make or break time for the future of Marvel. Fantastic Four First Steps is set to be more than just another superhero film. It's a game changer for the MCU. With the team's rich cosmic history and iconic characters, how will this movie reshape the Marvel Universe? What do you want to see most with the Fantastic Four? Tell us in the comments below. Remember to subscribe, and thanks for watching CBR.